Welcome in. Happy Thursday. I am so glad that you are here today. We are tackling let's just call it what it is, a major issue that affects countless business owners. It's a problem that we call financial checkmate. This is a trap that even the most successful entrepreneurs fall into without realizing until it is way too late. And when it happens, it puts both the business and personal finances at risk. So, in a way, you kind of lose two things or multiple things at once: business and everything that falls under that umbrella, and then potentially personal assets and finances and everything that falls under that umbrella. It sounds terrible, and it is. Again, let's call it what it is, but there is also good news here that not only can this situation be avoided completely, but the solution is also a little bit simpler than you may think. Something so big and monumental as a losing your business, losing personal finances sounds like, oh my gosh, how would I ever fix that? Don't worry, we're going to cover it all in this stream right here. By the end of this session, you will hopefully walk away understanding how to safeguard your business from this common financial checkmate mistake, and also how to create a very sustainable path for growth. But before we dive into all of those things, let me introduce myself. I'm Carl Peterson. I'm Credit Suite's content and social media lead. We're coming at you live today, and I want to make this an interactive experience. So drop a quick hello in chat. Tell me your business name. Tell me where you're tuning in from. I'd love to give you a shout out right here on stream. After we in these lives, they become video on demand on our YouTube and on our other social platforms. Sometimes these get hundreds of thousands of views. So a quick hello in chat, and I will give you a quick hello back on screen, give you a shout out. Let me know where you're tuning in from, and potentially 100,000 people will hear that name and where you're located. Sorry for the voice crack. We are live if you haven't been able to tell yet. Also, keep an eye out on chat for any kind of relevant link that I might mention throughout. We try to make these streams easy for you. So I mention a website. If I mention a website or some sort of link or landing page or something that you need to know about, we have Annie managing the virtual studio with me today. So make sure that you are watching out for those during our time together. Dr. Hope coming in from Montreal over on YouTube. How are you? Nice to see you. Are your infos applicable to the Canadian market? So what we're talking about, financial checkmate, is a worldwide problem. Doesn't matter where you're located. Credit Suite manages business credit and coaching and things for US based companies, but that doesn't mean that a Canadian market company, Dr. Hope, that doesn't mean that this isn't relevant to you as well. So even though Credit Suite may not be able to directly help you and what's going on, this information is still very relevant to you if you're a business owner. So actually, let's just jump into that right now. So who is this even for, right? So if you are a business owner with $10,000 or more in monthly revenue, this is going to be especially relevant to you. Even if you're still building your business, understanding these concepts early can save you from major headaches down the line. Here's a few quick questions to help you kind of gauge if this does apply to you. So one, are you being denied funding despite having solid revenue? Number two, are you frequently using personal credit cards for business expenses? That's a big one. Number three, do your business credit cards report on your personal credit and impacting your score? Those are the three big questions here. If any of these sound familiar to you, let me hear it. Type yes in chat. You are not alone. There are millions of business owners facing these exact same issues, from startups all the way up to the big dogs. This has no limitations. So let's actually talk about financial checkmate, shall we? So financial checkmate, that's what happens when your business outgrows the resources you have to fund it. It looks like this. You're relying heavily on personal credit to keep the business going. Your business is growing, but the revenue can't keep up with the pace of the growth. And then the third thing is you've just simply hit a wall when your personal credit and your cash flow are just completely maxed out, and there's no additional funding from any kind of sources available. This creates a cycle that can absolutely feel impossible to escape. You need funding to support growth, but you can't access it because your resources are completely tapped out. It is just a vicious cycle. Worse, you are personally liable for all of the debt that your business has accumulated when you're in this situation. This is why we call it a checkmate, right? That is a game ending move in the game of chess, a financial checkmate. You're stuck. Your business can't move forward, and your personal finances are tied up to keeping things afloat. The scariest part of all of this is it's not if, but very much when this happens. Hey, L. Parker coming over from YouTube. Hi, everyone. Hi, L. Parker at work listening. Well, I'm glad you're here for sure, along with everybody else. Hey, and if you're just dropping in, say hello in chat. We are live. I'd love to know where you're tuning in from and what your business name is. I'll give you a shout out as well. There's another layer to this financial checkmate challenge. Okay. It's called the cash access problem. Very spooky because it kind of is, right? Have you ever applied for a business loan or gone through all the steps, all the million steps, it feels like, waited weeks only to get denied and you get zero explanation? That's the cash access problem in action. The truth is, over 80% of small business owners who apply for loans at traditional banks get turned down. And most of the time, it's not because of their personal credit. Lenders look for very specific business criteria, things that are often unknown to applicants. If your business doesn't meet these standards, you simply won't get approved. It does not matter how good your credit and revenue may be. This lack of transparency leaves a ton of business owners feeling very stuck, very frustrated, unable to secure that funding that they need to grow, which makes sense. It's an aggravating topic, especially when you keep getting denied and you have no idea why, especially on top of that, if everything on paper looks good, right? If you think that your cash flow meets your funding request, but you're still getting denied, that's aggravating. So, this combination of financial checkmate and the cash access problem is just a massive reason why nearly half of all businesses fail within 5 years. If you're a business owner, or if you're an entrepreneur, or if you just like talking about finances and market and everything like that, you know that statistic, right? It looms over business owners' heads. And unfortunately, this is a leading cause of that failure rate. So think about it. It's not that these businesses had bad ideas or they didn't work hard enough. If you're a business owner, that's part of it. It comes with it. You have to work hard. You have to constantly be having ideas. So it's not that these businesses didn't have those things, of course, generally speaking. They simply just can't access the capital when they needed it most. Even successful businesses hit this wall. So personal credit and cash flow can only take you so far. Once these resources have completely maxed out, then simply the business becomes vulnerable and growth grinds to a halt. So what's the solution? What's the solution? So the way out of this cycle is to put a massive focus on fundability. Fundability is what makes your business attractive to lenders. It's also how you shift from relying on personal credit to actually building a very strong business credit profile that's tied directly to your EIN. When you focus on fundability, you do kind of four main things, right? Number one is you gain access to capital without putting your personal credit at risk. You escape that financial checkmate. Number two, you unlock better rates and terms. Number three, you just simply scale your business faster. And then number four, you can build a system where your business funds itself independent of all of your personal finances and assets and everything that falls under that umbrella. Fundability isn't just about getting loans, it's about creating financial flexibility. So it opens doors to vendor credit and retail accounts and fleet credit and universal business credit cards. These are the things that create successful long-term businesses, all without a personal guarantee or credit checks or relying on those things to get approved solely. So here's why Fundability works. Okay. So imagine trying to build a skyscraper on a weak foundation. That is exactly what it's like trying to grow a business on personal credit alone. It's just not designed to handle the weight of a growing company. Fundability, on the other hand, is like reinforcing that foundation. Okay, it ensures that your business meets that criteria that lenders actually care about, so you're not left scrambling for cash or relying on these extremely high interest options when you can go a different route. So by building fundability, you're not just fixing the immediate problem, you're setting your business up for long-term success and hopefully breaking free from all of those financial binds that are tied to your personal assets and accounts, and have a long-term success path lined up for you. So here's what focusing on fundability can do. Okay. You can stop maxing out personal credit cards for business expenses. Doesn't that sound wonderful? You also have, there's a lot of people going, how do you do that? Tell me how you do that right now. You also have access to funding when you need it on better terms. You will protect your personal finances from business liabilities, and you'll also create a scalable system to grow your business sustainably. Fundability is the difference between being stuck and having freedom to seize opportunities when they arise. So let's break that cycle. Financial checkmate and the cash access problem are common challenges, but they do not have to define you, your success, or your business. So by understanding and leveraging fundability, you can actually unlock a brand new level of growth and stability. So cash flow is one thing, customer base is one thing, product is one thing, but fundability is the thing, right? That ultimately determines if you are actually someone worth giving funding to in the eyes of a lender. We talk about financial checkmate a lot. We mention fundability a lot. And the reason why is simple. It's because we have helped over 60,000 business owners. Okay. We understand the facts. We see those facts every day. And we know without a doubt that if your business's fundability is not what it needs to be, then your likelihood of failing long term and even short term skyrockets. But you don't have to be a statistic. Okay. I have to tell you about something that Credit Suite has been working on. It is our brand new tool, and it's simply just called the Fundability Scan. Okay. The team has spent a ton of time developing this for you. In a 60-second scan, you can find out exactly what lenders see as a red flag to your specific business. It literally only takes 60 seconds to get this answer. It's like one of the greatest things ever. You can start this scan for yourself at fundabilityscan.com. If you keep an eye on whatever platform you're watching on, if you keep an eye in chat, fundabilityscan.com, you can see that link being dropped in just a moment. And you can just simply head over there. It literally only takes you 60 seconds to get this answer. And you can, again, click that link that was just dropped in chat, or you can just directly go to fundabilityscan.com. And with that, that is today's stream. So don't forget to like or subscribe on whatever platform you're watching me on right now. We will see you again this upcoming Tuesday for our very next live stream. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And we absolutely cannot wait to hear how you